The young man discovered a pile of discarded quail eggs near a farm. To his surprise, many baby quails had actually hatched from the broken eggshells. They were barely alive, struggling in the scorching pile of shells. Out of kindness, the young man decided to take these poor little lives home to care for them. He hurried back to fetch a basket, then carefully picked out the still living chicks from the pile, gently placing them into the basket. Some chicks that hadn't been found in time had already lost their lives, which made the young man sigh at the fragility and helplessness of these tiny creatures. After several rounds of searching, he brought all the survivors home. He decided to do his utmost to raise these fragile little lives. When the baby quails first arrived home, they were extremely weak, struggling even to eat. Helpless, the young man had to personally teach them how to feed. However, lacking a sense of security, they always wanted to hide in the palm of his hand. Some of the chicks were so weak they could barely stand, but the young man patiently guided them to eat. Fortunately, after a few days of attentive care, the baby quails gradually regained their vitality. They also began to eat on their own, showing none of their previous listlessness. Under the young man's attentive care, the little ones became very attached to him, completely regarding him as their mother. Every day, they wanted to stay by his side, and at his command, they would all rush over in a lively group to enjoy his meticulous affection. Seeing these energetic little lives, he knew his efforts had not been in vain, and a sense of pride welled up in his heart, even though these little ones followed him around every day. Although they brought a lot of busyness and inconvenience to his life, the young man never complained. Instead, he felt it was a special kind of happiness. He cherished every moment spent with the little quails, and whenever he saw them running around joyfully, a contented smile would always appear on his face. This warmth made him never regret his original decision. As time went by, they grew a lot. The young man built a cozy big house for them to live in, and sometimes he would let them out to roam freely. They would always stay close to him, keeping him company while he read or played games. Sometimes, they would even hide in various corners of the house, waiting for him to find them. On this day, as usual, the young man was feeding them, but unexpectedly, there were quail eggs scattered all over the coop, which filled the young man with delight. He carefully collected these quail eggs, and soon he had gathered a whole basketful. Looking at the basket of fresh quail eggs, his